channels to pull customers into their products, right? So you need to have a Facebook page, you need to be able to integrate with Twitter and all that, so that customers kind of get led to your bank or get led to the loans that a bank is providing or the new kind of banking models that you are putting in place. Okay, and the other thing to note is that all of this has to happen as part of your long-term strategy, as we already talked about, right? It cannot be bolted on later, because that is where a lot of problems come in, because people don't kind of design for this upfront, and when it is time to kind of build these kind of capabilities, they realize that the platform doesn't support this, or the technology choices they have made don't support it. So going back to the Discover model, other than social media integration, there is a huge need for customer analytics and customer analytics driven marketing for being able to run the Discover phase of your strategy. And you have to use the social media integration and the customer analytics marketing to be able to do auto upsells and kind of cross sells and all that. Right? So that's the discovery part. On the explore side, if you want to be a modern bank, you need to be able to provide customer experience feedback, right? And this could be again through a social media channel, it could be at the branch, it could be online, it could be over phone, whatever, right? And that experience needs to then feedback into your social media and your customer analytics to also feed the discover phase of the product. You need to be able to provide try before you buy kind of capabilities, just like online retailers are doing today. You should be able to kind of give them an experience of what happens if I get into a loan engagement with a bank. How would it how would the model flow? What would I need to do? And you would see these days banks are actually putting up videos on their websites to run you through the whole experience of a particular product, to give you a lot of details about the features of the product and all that. So this is in order to give you a feel of the product even before you've bought it, right? This is similar to be able to walk in, similar to be able to walk around a street on Google Maps, or to be able to see the inside of a restaurant on Zomato before you've kind of gone to the restaurant. Right? It's the same concept here. Then a bank needs to be able to provide customized product packaging. So it cannot say that this is the only product model we have and we kind of don't support anything else. They should be able to customize products for different needs, for different sort of categories of customers and different kind of situations the customers may be in. And most importantly, they need to be able to provide this across multiple channels. So you have to have a mobile banking capability. You have to have online banking capability. You have to be able to do maybe seamless banking between channels. It's not just multiple channels. You may actually start a transaction on one channel. I may start something on my mobile and then walk into the actual bank branch and complete it. So there should be multiple channels, and these multiple channels have to be sort of seamlessly integrated. On the buy side, it's easy. I mean, that we all know what the buy side of a bank needs. It definitely needs a sort of very robust transaction banking capability. It needs to be always on 24/7. It actually, and this is something I already talked about, it should provide equal power on all channels, right? So for example, you would see that as we go along, if you have any experience with using a mobile app for your bank, you would see that over the years, more and more products and features have slowly been moving on to the mobile app, right? In the beginning, most banks would only allow you to sort of inquire on your accounts from your mobile application or your mobile banking site. A little later, they started allowing you to do maybe online transactions, right? Today, most banking applications, most banking phone applications allow you to do everything that you would be able to do maybe at a branch with a real bank representative. Right? It allows you to do maybe interbank transfers, NEFT transactions, pay credit card bills, pay utility bills, request for a checkbook, anything that you would want to do at or which you would only be able to do at the branch. Most of them even allow you to open FDs, close FDs, all of that, right? So you don't really need to go to a bank, or you don't even need to log in to the website. You can do everything. You can do everything on your phone. So that's what I mean by equal power on all channels. Social media, I mean, and then that's the buy part. If you go to engage, it's very similar to, I mean, it's kind of everything else put together from the discover and explore stages. So you do need social media integration, you need customer feedback, and again, you need cross-channel integration, and you need to be able to sort of slice and dice data from different channels to keep the engagement sort of seamless, right? For example, some of the products we are trying to build for our customers today at MySys allow you to sort of make a buying decision on your phone, and I'm sure you would have done this in other industries. So you kind of create a package for yourself on the phone saying, this is the kind of loan I want. I want this kind of sort of payment period. I want a loan for either an automobile or for a home. I want an EMI-based loan, and this is the maximum loan amount I need. So you create the package and you send it off to the bank on your phone channel, and it's all ready and kind of waiting for you when you walk into the bank, and you just have to sign the papers, right? So that's how you engage across channels. So the customer really doesn't have to spend time at the bank branch sitting down and filling paperwork or talking to customer representative about the details of the loan that they want. They do all that on an online banking channel, and they just go in to sign the papers. So those are the kind of things that are happening, you know, each of these different phases of a life cycle. So what does that mean to the product strategy, right? And this is where it finally comes together, and it kind of it needs to be sort of woven into the platform, and it needs to be sort of future safe as part of your platform and technology strategy, right? So obviously, the bottom line is that the products built around the customer lifecycle strategy would be future safe. So, and the second important point is they have to cover all phases of the life cycle, right? So you cannot, today, you cannot sort of compete with your competitors in the market if you are not really covering all phases of the life cycle. If you say that I'll build a great buy part platform, which I'll maybe, let's say again going back to the banking model, I have a great transactional banking system which customers can use either from the branch or the online model, and it's the fastest, it gives me the best transaction capabilities, it's safe, it's sort of able to cater to millions of customers, but you don't have the engage part of the product handled, right? You will still not be successful because your customer engagement will not be fulfilled to the extent that some of your customers